Well, welcome back. We're here with Michael and Galen Canet from Newport Beach, California. And Galen, you were talking about this incredible business that Michael's been a part of, and that
Right.
and that you're a part of now. And
Yes.
continue with us and tell us a little more about that story.
So here we are in this church, bunch of people we don't know, just a whole different lifestyle, backgrounds, heritage, all that.
Dogs in the church.
Dogs in the church. I mean, it was really unbelievable.
Dirt streets, yeah.
And Michael's in the front of the room in three-piece suit with that long blonde hair, and he's telling these church members that God doesn't want you to be broke, that there's no success in being broke. The idea is if you help yourself, you will have the ability to help others. And most people, a lot of people, don't see it in that perspective. If you make yourself whole, then you can help other people. Most people are trying to, get something or do something for someone else, and if your heart's not in that, your success won't be there.
Yes.
So the crowd was angry is the wrong word, but they started standing up in protest, and then it got a little louder and a little louder. But over the course of an hour or so, I saw him turn the whole room around, and then I had a whole different view of him just from living through that, if you want to call it that. I'm not sure what was going to happen at some point, but very impressive, and it was a big thing for me to see.
So that was back in the beginning when you two first got together, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
So you've seen in the last couple of decades, you've seen a lot of similar things, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
time and time again, in different levels and volumes and variations of it. Mhm.
Yeah. Now, Michael, as part of that, you've become one of the leading experts on water,
I have.
and you actually have a training course where you teach people how to become a molecular hydration specialist, right?
Correct.
Did
That's
I get that right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And tell us about that.
Well, most people don't think about water. They don't think about air. They don't think about their life. They don't think. But when you start breaking it down, you have to drink water. Everything your life depends upon water. But most people think, well, I water my plants, I flush the toilet, that's what water does.
Right.
But when you break water down to the molecular level and you realize what it does inside each cell in your body, you realize the kind of water you drink really matters. And for example, is there a bottle of water here someplace? Yeah. Most people buy water that says pure. Okay? Pure water is not the water you should be drinking. Pure water is a byproduct. It's being sold to you because they don't want to throw it away. So what happens is when they take water and run it through reverse osmosis, it takes all the good stuff that water needs, it sucks it out. And so the waste is the water. Okay? So when you drink water without the minerals in it, calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, the things your body, that's the food for your body, nutrition. As soon as you drink that, you're drinking a vacuum. So that vacuum water now goes in and goes, where are my lost minerals? And it goes, here's some. And it now starts leaching it out of your body. So it's actually, in fact, making you worse, not better. And you drink and drink and drink and drink. And as soon as you drink a little bottle, you feel bloated. You get this feeling. And the same thing with distilled water. And distilled water's the same as reverse osmosis, whereas you steam the water, it bubbles, and all the minerals get boiled to the bottom, and then they recondense the water, the steam back into water, and once again, that's called pure. That water leaching the minerals out of your body. So I became so interested, I specialized in it, and came up with a series of alarming things that alarmed me, that I thought, gee, if it alarms me, someone else would be alarmed. And we found out basically your body's electricity. You have voltage, cellular voltage in your body. And if you don't know about it, you can't do anything about it. And walking along, dumb and happy doesn't mean you're immune to it. You're still being affected by your lack of knowledge. And so when you start studying your body and voltage, you find out that the things you put into your body also have a voltage. And so when I pour tap water, bottled water in my body, that's putting a positive charge into my body, and my body needs a negative charge. It needs an electron. So all the stuff inside my body, all the organs and everything, muscles, those have to have a negative charge. Everything except your stomach. Now your stomach has acid, which is a positive charge. Okay, but as soon as it leaves your stomach, man, you've got your body. It's squirting minerals in there to neutralize it. Your pancreas, it's called pancreatic juice, and the pancreas is squirting it in to neutralize that acid, and then it goes through your body, and that has a negative charge. So the inside of your body is negative, the outside of your body, my skin, is positive. So inside is alkaline, the outside is acid. If my skin were alkaline, like the inside of my body, every time a germ landed on me, I'd be growing something. I'd look like, the Ouija plant or the
Chia pet.
The chia pet, yeah, the chia pet, where you have all these weird things on your body because you don't want to grow stuff. So your body it's a pH of 5.5. 7 is neutral. Anything below 7 is acid. So the lower the number, the stronger the acid. The higher the number, the more alkalinity, the more electrons you have on that. So as long as I keep my body acid on the outside, alkaline on the inside, my body's going to maintain its health. It's going to fix itself. My immune system runs on electrons. So it became apparent that most of the things that the commercial industries, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and the big guys who are making all the waters, Nestle, what they're doing is they're taking that water, which has a positive charge, and telling you it's good, it's fresh, it's pure. So if it says pure, that means deadly. Don't drink it because you're pouring the protons into your body, and that is sucking the minerals out of your body, and your body can't defend itself, and you start to degenerate. You've heard of degenerative disease.
Yes.
So as you continue to accumulate the positive charge going in, and that's steak and all the stuff that we're eating, those are all positive charges, all good tasting stuff, ice cream, who doesn't love
Absolutely.
that? And so I'm not saying you have to be a Puritan. You're supposed to balance it. You're supposed to have some acid, some alkaline, some acid, some alkaline. So some minerals are acid, some minerals are alkaline. So there's a balance, and we have all sorts of studies and things on that we can pass out to people. But it became quite apparent that if we had an easy way that we could make sure everybody who's eating wrong, which is everybody, and if we had a way that we could make sure that they could have a handy-dandy little safety kit that they could put in their pocket or wallet or purse or something, then they wouldn't need to be such a crazy person about, I can't eat that. No, what's on that? Is it gluten? All these questions you ask the chef when you go to dinner, and pretty soon you end up with a piece of celery.
Yeah.
Because that's all that's left. Oh, sorry,
Right.
that's all we have that doesn't taste good. Good, I'll take 2 of those. So what's interesting here is that we've come up with a product, and it didn't happen overnight because we've had machines, ionizer machines, and the best ones that we could find in the world, from Enagic, Kangen Water, and Tyant, and all these different machines, and we have them in our home, and we've tested them, and we believe in them, and they all do the same thing in a different way, but they all start at about $4,000. And quite frankly, the people in Newport Beach, that's fine. People in Idaho, that's not fine. So there's got to be a way that everybody, no matter what socioeconomic class you come from, no matter where you come from, you came in on the boat, you've been here your whole life, if you could have this antidote to the acid wherever you go, and it didn't taste like cod liver oil, we thought that'd be a great idea. And so we can talk more about that a little bit later if you want. The next second, how much we got? Second time's good?
Yeah, no, we're still good. Keep cooking.
Okay, so we came up with a product, and my name is Michael Kinnett, so we came up with Kinetic Water. And Kinetic Water, this is highly concentrated electrons, and all you do is take your tap water, take a glass of water, and squirt just one squeeze, boink, in there, and it'll take that positively charged acidic water and turn it into a negatively charged alkaline water.
So it's almost like a magic trick.
It's like a magic trick.
Well, I want to hear all about that.
Okay.
And as soon as we come back, because this is a product that everybody should have.
Absolutely.
I mean, when we go to a restaurant, we need to take a small bottle of that with us, and you'll tell us all about how to do that. So we'll be right back.